There is a lie being told, a dangerous, deceptive idea that status is something granted by others, that your worth is measured by how many people approve of you, how many eyes are watching, or how well you fit into a mold designed by someone else. But the truth is this: status is not given. It is not something you beg for, compete for, or manipulate your way into. Status is built. It is earned through strength, through wisdom, through the choices you make every single day. A woman's status is not determined by the fleeting standards of the world. It is determined by what she makes of herself. The moment she stops looking for permission to be respected and starts demanding it through her actions, everything changes. True status is not about popularity. It is not about being liked, desired, or admired for shallow reasons. It is about standing firm in your competence, your resilience, your integrity. It is about knowing your worth so deeply that you do not need to prove it to anyone. And make no mistake, this is not an easy path. The world will test you. It will pressure you to conform, to seek validation where it is most empty, to silence yourself when your voice threatens comfort. But the women who rise above this, the women who refuse to trade their strength for approval, those are the ones who earn real status. Because status is not a reward for compliance. It is the result of self-mastery, of standing your ground, of becoming the kind of person that others look to when they are lost. So the question is not, how do I get status? The question is, who am I becoming? Because if you build yourself into someone strong, someone competent, someone unwavering in her truth, then status will not be something you have to chase. It will be something you command. Status is not something handed to you. It is built, cultivated, and reinforced over time through the way you carry yourself, the decisions you make, and the values you uphold. There is no shortcut to earning the kind of status that commands respect, admiration, and influence. And for women, this is particularly true. Society may try to define status in superficial ways, through appearance, popularity, or social ties, but the truth is far deeper. The most respected, high-status women throughout history have shared one common trait. They developed themselves into individuals of undeniable competence, integrity, and strength. Status begins with what you bring to the table. A woman who is competent in her field, skilled in her craft, and capable of contributing meaningfully to her environment naturally gains influence. No amount of external validation can replace the kind of authority that comes from genuine ability. The world respects women who can solve problems, who think critically, and who stand firm in the face of difficulty. If you want to be valued, become someone who offers value. But competence alone is not enough. A woman's status is also defined by her emotional resilience. Strength is not about never breaking, it is about how you handle yourself when things fall apart. The ability to stay composed under pressure, to navigate conflict with intelligence rather than impulse, and to remain steady in an unpredictable world is what separates those who are truly respected from those who fade into the background. Weakness, whether it manifests as constant self-doubt, emotional instability, or an inability to handle criticism, diminishes status over time. Strength, however, builds it. The world often fixates on surface-level traits, beauty, charm, popularity, but these are fleeting, temporary, and ultimately insignificant when it comes to lasting influence. What truly defines a person's status, what determines the respect they command, is their competence and the value they contribute. A person who has no depth beyond their appearance or social appeal may attract attention for a time, but they will not hold influence in the long run. The world rewards those who bring something meaningful to the table, those who develop skills, knowledge, and the ability to solve real problems. Competence is not something you are born with, it is something you build. It is the result of effort, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to growth. A competent person is someone who has taken the time to sharpen their abilities, to refine their knowledge, to cultivate a skill set that makes them indispensable. When you are competent, you do not need to seek validation from others because your work speaks for itself. You do not need to beg for respect because the value you provide demands it. Competence breeds confidence, not the empty confidence of arrogance, but the deep, unshakable confidence of knowing that you can handle whatever challenges come your way. But competence alone is not enough. Contribution is what turns personal growth into something meaningful. It is not just about what you know, but how you use that knowledge to make an impact. The most respected individuals in any field, in any society, are those who contribute in ways that elevate others. Whether it is in leadership, mentorship, creativity, or problem solving, status is built by those who offer something of substance. A person who is competent but keeps their abilities to themselves remains invisible. But a person who uses their competence to solve problems, to inspire, to create, becomes invaluable. There is nothing wrong with wanting recognition or respect, but chasing status without substance is a losing game. The world is filled with people who want admiration without effort, who want success without sacrifice. But true status does not come from being noticed, it comes from being needed. And the only way to be needed is to develop something worth offering. When you become a person of skill, of wisdom, of contribution, you do not have to fight for respect. It comes naturally, because the world does not remember those who merely looked the part. It remembers those who built something real. People are not judged by how they act when things are easy, but by how they respond when everything falls apart. Emotional strength and resilience are what separate those who are truly respected from those who crumble under pressure. It is easy to be composed when life is going your way, but what happens when you face rejection, betrayal, or failure? That is the moment when your true character is revealed. Those who break down, lash out, or retreat into self-pity show that they have not yet built the inner foundation necessary to withstand life's challenges. But those who remain steady, who take their pain and turn it into wisdom, who refuse to let hardship define them, those people command respect. Resilience is not about ignoring emotions or pretending that nothing affects you. It is about acknowledging the difficulties, feeling them fully, and then choosing to move forward anyway. Life will test you. It will throw unexpected losses, heartbreak, and disappointments your way. But these moments are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to reveal what you are capable of enduring. Every time you face adversity and refuse to be defeated by it, you become stronger. Every time you choose growth over bitterness, you build a level of emotional strength that others will recognize, even if they do not say it out loud. People instinctively respect those who can remain calm in chaos, those who can take responsibility for their emotions rather than letting their emotions control them. There is a reason why leaders, mentors, and role models are almost always people who have faced struggles and overcome them. People do not look up to those who have had an easy life. They look up to those who have been tested, those who have suffered and still managed to rise. The ability to stay composed under pressure, to maintain dignity in difficult situations, to respond to pain with wisdom instead of impulsiveness, these are the traits that shape how the world perceives you. Anyone can panic, break down, or become bitter when things go wrong. That is the easy path. The harder path is choosing to be resilient, to take control of your emotions rather than being controlled by them. This strength does not come naturally. It must be built through experience, through struggle, through conscious effort. But once you develop it, once you prove to yourself and to the world that you can withstand the storm without losing yourself, you will earn a level of respect that no amount of superficial charm or appearance could ever provide. Not everything and everyone deserves access to your time, energy, or emotions. The ability to be selective, to choose wisely what you allow into your life, is one of the greatest forms of power you can develop. Too many people live in a state of exhaustion, not because they lack ability, but because they give their energy away to things and people who do not deserve it. They say yes when they should say no. They tolerate disrespect when they should walk away. They allow themselves to be drained by situations that offer nothing in return. And over time, this lack of boundaries erodes their sense of self-worth, leaving them feeling lost, resentful, and powerless. Having boundaries does not mean shutting people out or becoming selfish. It means valuing yourself enough to protect your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. It means recognizing that you cannot pour into others if you are constantly running on empty. The people who command respect in this world are not those who are available to everyone at all times, bending to every demand placed upon them. They are the ones who set clear limits, who know what they will and will not accept, who surround themselves with people and situations that align with their values and growth. Being selective is not about arrogance. It is about self-respect. It is about understanding that your time is limited and that where you direct your attention shapes your life. Every relationship, every conversation, every commitment you make is either elevating you or holding you back. The most successful and respected individuals are not those who try to please everyone, but those who are intentional about who and what they invest in. Boundaries are what allow you to move through life with clarity and purpose. They protect you from being manipulated, from being drained, from being taken advantage of by those who only see you as a means to an end. They create space for what truly matters. Relationships that are built on mutual respect, work that is fulfilling, and a life that feels aligned with who you truly are. Without them, you are at the mercy of others' expectations, constantly shifting, constantly losing yourself in the process. Wisdom and leadership are not qualities you are born with. They are built over time through experience, struggle, and deliberate effort. No one wakes up one day with all the answers or the ability to guide others with confidence. It is a process, a journey of learning, failing, and refining your understanding of the world. Those who seek instant results, who crave recognition without putting in the work, often find themselves lost, unable to command respect or make meaningful decisions. But those who commit to growth, who embrace challenges as opportunities to sharpen their judgment, slowly develop the kind of presence that others look up to. True wisdom does not come from merely gathering information. It comes from applying knowledge in real situations, making mistakes and learning from them. It requires humility, the ability to admit when you are wrong, and the discipline to correct yourself. Many people stop growing because they refuse to acknowledge their shortcomings. They cling to what they already know, afraid to challenge their own beliefs, afraid to accept that they might need to change. But stagnation leads to weakness. And without continuous learning, even the strongest mind becomes dull. Those who lead, those who inspire, are the ones who never stop questioning, never stop refining their understanding, and never assume they have nothing left to learn. Leadership is not about demanding authority, it is about earning it. People do not respect those who force control upon them. They follow those who have proven through action that they are capable, reliable, and steady under pressure. A true leader does not crumble when faced with difficulty. They remain composed, they take responsibility, and they navigate hardship with clarity. This kind of strength is not built overnight. It comes from years of facing challenges head-on, of refusing to let failures define you, of developing the ability to think beyond your own emotions and make decisions that serve a greater purpose. Time tests everyone. Those who chase quick success without depth eventually fall apart when faced with real adversity. But those who patiently cultivate wisdom, who learn from their experiences, and who carry themselves with integrity, become the kind of individuals others trust, respect, and turn to for guidance. The process may be slow, but it is necessary. Growth cannot be rushed, mastery cannot be faked, and in the end, the ones who commit to the long road, the road of discipline, resilience, and continuous learning, are the ones who truly rise. Finally, status is not about where you start, it is about where you are going. Women who continually seek wisdom, who refine their thinking, who take on responsibilities beyond themselves, naturally ascend. Leadership is not about control, it is about guidance, about being someone others look to in times of uncertainty. The women who achieve the greatest status are those who rise above trivialities and instead focus on shaping the world around them in meaningful ways. They are not defined by trends, temporary hardships, or external validation. They are defined by their growth, their wisdom, and their unshakable presence. So if you seek status, do not chase it in the places where it is most fleeting. Do not look for it in the approval of others, in the shallow metrics of attention, or in the illusion of perfection. Instead, build it where it truly matters. Develop your competence, strengthen your resilience, stand firm in your integrity, set boundaries that reflect your worth, and above all, continue to grow. Because in the end, status is not something you claim, it is something you earn.